Should the new Corvette ZR1 be considered the supercar king? Well, it's been speculated to become that ever since the Z06. And given what's been said about the Z06's performance, that makes a lot of sense. We can see the acceleration difference between a Z06 and a ZR1 is pretty massive, to say the least. And I'd expect nothing less with an engine like this. But to get a better understanding of how crazy the power is of this car, if you compare its horsepower numbers to the new Lamborghini Revuelto that uses a V12 and a hybrid electric system, yet still falls short of the Corvette. Same for the Huracan replacement, the Temerario, which from the front kind of feels like a step down from the Huracan. The Temerario has ditched the V10 for a V8 that spins at 10,000 RPM, which some might say it sounds kind of odd. Especially when compared to a Huracan Evo or the ZR1. But even if you feel like it's not a supercar, because of the high production quantity, if we look up how many of the previous ZR1s were produced, that looks like supercar numbers to me. And if you consider how many Z06s were produced, then you know that the ZR1 is going to be even more limited. Z06s have gone down, but they're still averaging about 150 to 175,000. And some dealers still charging 200,000 for a Z06. I can only imagine what the markups for the ZR1 are going to be. And given the fact that I think people are just going to pay this anyway because they want the car so much, it's pretty easy to guess that anyone buying these are going to be spending real supercar money. If you compare it to one of the most iconic American supercars, the Ford GT, the Ford GT has a carbon fiber monocoque, which is probably the only thing the ZR1 is missing. But comparing it to other vehicles, only time will tell if the ZR1 can be considered the true king of the hill.